Graphing quadratic equations were a problem. When you're graphing quadratic equations, you have a vertex, and the vertex is when the object is at its maximum height, and the y of your vertex is how high does the object get. So when you are solving word problems, finding the vertex tells you the maximum height and the time when it's at its maximum height. So for number one, Jason jumped off of a cliff into the ocean in Hawaii while vacationing with some friends. His height has a function of time that can be modeled by the function h of t equals negative 16t to the second power plus 16t plus 480, where t is the time and h is the height. So t is time and h is height. So how long did it take for Jason to reach his maximum height? So just to review, remember how long is t? T is the time. And remember the maximum height is the vertex, is the y of the vertex. So what we want to do is take this model and we're going to use it to find the vertex of this path. So if I was graphing what Jason's doing, he's jumping and his path looks like this. He's jumping off a cliff into some water. So this is the time, and this is the maximum height. So we need to find this point right here, which is the vertex. So what we're going to do, we know t is the x of our vertex. So we're going to use the equation negative b over 2a, because remember, t, since it's the x of our vertex, we can use this to find the time. So negative b over 2a, which is negative 16 over 2 times negative 16. And if you put this in your calculator, you get 1/2, or you can do it as a decimal 0.5. And since it's time, we're going to say seconds. So that's how long it took to get to the maximum height. So what was the highest point that Jason reached? So what was the highest point? What was your h? So the h of your vertex, the h is the y of your vertex. So what you're going to do is take the time and plug it in to find h. So negative 16 times 0.5 squared plus 16 times 0.5 plus 480. So if you plug this into your calculator, make sure you use parentheses. The maximum height he gets is 484 feet. And then what was Jason's initial height? So where did he start? What is this point right here? Initial height. So we don't know that, but we can find it because we know that at the initial height, the time is 0. So we're going to plug in t equals 0 to find that initial height. So we're going to solve for h when t equals 0. So 16 times 0 squared plus 16 times t plus 480. So if we put this in your calculator, h is equal to 480